Welcome, friends, to another Wolff Responds. I call this one a new political party. And so let me start right in by announcing, if you have not already heard about it, that two of my favorite politicians have decided to form a new political party in the United Kingdom, in Britain. One of them is Jeremy Corbyn, who really is, for England, a pretty close equivalent to Bernie Sanders in the United States. A longtime activist in the Labour Party there, which is roughly like our Democratic Party in the United States. And he has been joined by Zarah Sultana, who was a member of the Labour Party, elected to the parliament the way Corbyn had been. So these are two Labour Party activists and leaders breaking away from the Labour Party, which has been what they have done politically most of their lives, because they need, as they have made crystal clear, that we need, quote, a new kind of political party, one that belongs to you. And I want to read the basic statement. The system is rigged when 4.5 million children live in poverty in the sixth richest country in the world, Britain. The system is rigged when giant corporations make a fortune from rising bills. The system is rigged when the government says there is no money for the poor, but billions for the military and the war. We cannot accept these injustices, and neither should you. I want to take a moment so that the historical significance of all of this settles in. There is a growing alienation of more and more Americans from the two-party duopoly. That's a monopoly when it's two instead of one, that has been running, or maybe better, ruining the country. Watching them joust over the hideous ugliness of the Epstein affair only deepens the awareness of the corruption of many dimensions that has settled in on both these parties. And I don't mean sexual corruption, although that's part of it. I mean the corruption of dealing with these issues in place of the urgent needs of our time. Mr. Trump's presidency is a symptom of the turning away from politics of a majority of Americans, because this is a way of giving the finger to conventional politics, choosing someone who in turn gives the finger to almost everyone he doesn't like. He symbolizes a level of alienation that is now producing, for the first time, I think, a really positive institutional breakthrough. I don't want to take away in any way from the courage of Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and now Zohran Mamdani in making a break, showing that you can be a member of the Democratic Party but be very different. The way Jeremy Corbyn did in England, the way Zarah Sultana did in England, in Britain. But I want to underscore that it is a momentous step to institutionalize that break, to say, yes, we can and we will, against all the odds, start a new political party. one that will gather under its large tent all the people that have had to swallow their pride, put aside their honest opinions, and make do with the lesser evil when the lesser wasn't much. It is really important for Americans to ponder the carefully worked decision after weeks of intense negotiations between Corbyn and Sultana and all their supporters to make this step, to commit their political lives, their activism, their brains, their friends, their associations to doing this. And you know, one of the fruits that will happen very quickly of this decision will be a fruit gathered by those who lack the courage to make the same decision. In this case, I mean the Labour Party in England. And were this to happen in America, I would mean the Democratic Party. Because then the Democrats can more honestly than they now can appeal to the donors that they now appeal to and the middle of the road voters that they now appeal to, because they can present themselves as less leftist than those others in their new party. It helps them. It helps them define the middle position, which is really where they want to be. Of course, the risk for them, which already exists, is that they are rushing to the middle when the mass of the people are abandoning the middle. When the fascistic forces on the right draw that part of the middle they can reach. And now we will see what part of that middle a genuine, courageous, and outspoken left can reach. Mr. Bernie Sanders showed that a politician who accepted the name socialist could win the support and the votes of millions and millions of Americans nationwide. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez has shown that she can be an extremely popular, regular vote getter in one corner of New York City that she represents in the House of Representatives. And now Zohran Mamdani has shown that he can be the next mayor of the city of New York, which is the largest and the most developed city in this country. So we have momentum here, just like Corbyn and Sultana have momentum in Britain. So let's take a moment to mark the historical achievement that their break, their commitment to a new political party represents. And let's think long and hard about doing the same here in the United States. If interventions like this strike you as useful, please share this video with others who think like you do or who don't, but who might be willing to think about something as important as what we've just discussed. That's why we make these videos. And of course, if you can help develop and support the financial basis to do all this, that would be enormously appreciated as well. Thank you.